Today, I want to spend some time talking with you about 7 unique programs that we have designed at Global Capital Inc. And these programs are all designed to show you how to cash flow maximize. Now, this program is relevant to you if you're in business, is relevant to you if you are the average individual who wants to achieve more financially, and it's relevant to government agencies. And it become relevant to government agency when we start to talk about government paycheck protection programs and how these programs can really help to shape a new way of thinking that will allow benefits to reach the state workers. Now, but let me begin today's by looking at the very first program. And the first program that we are introducing to the public is titled the 10X Branding and Marketing Bootcamp. Now, this 10X Branding and Marketing Bootcamp stands on 3 pillars, and it really helps you to understand the A to Z in building a brand to achieve larger than life impact in the 4 areas of the organization. First of all, this program really shows you how to build out your corporate culture to achieve large than life impact at the internal workforce, at the workforce. And here's where this program will look at how to keep your staff highly motivated, how to reduce absenteeism, and how to reduce staff turnover. And by extension is how you're going to create this highly motivated workforce that will push the growth of your organization to help you to enhance the cash flow of your business. So your corporate culture looks at all of this. Um, it helps you to build your culture into a brand that is recognizable and into a brand that your workforce will die for. Now, the second area of impact that we're going to look at with this program is you want to make impact on your specific target market. This means that you have to spend the time to understand your target market needs, wants, and expectations, dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And in understanding this is to ensure that your brand intention value trait is speaking directly to those needs and wants and expectations. So this program really helps you to understand how to take this approach, how to leverage it, and make larger life impact at the specific target market. The next area of impact is to make impact on the general public. And just in case you're asking, why do you want to impact the general public? The reason for this is that the general public may be your biggest cheerleaders. So to ensure that the public has an opinion about your brand, and the right opinion about your brand, it is something that you want to invest in. And as you come into the program, the 10X Branding and Marketing Bootcamp, we will help you to understand this much more. Last but not least, in terms of the first tenant, is how to build your brand to achieve large to life impact on your company's bottom line. And that's to ensure that your business is set to cash flow maximize. So the first pillar, we look at all of this. The second pillar of this program, you will learn how to build your corporate culture to withstand domestic and foreign threat. Yes, domestic competition can sideline your operation. You know, foreign direct investment can take you out to the market. So it's important for you to understand how to build your brand in such a way for it to withstand domestic and foreign competition. And these are things that you need to know once you're in business. The last tenant, the third tenant here, is where we will talk a lot about your corporate culture and your business conversion factors. So in this regard, we look at things like what is your brand intention value traits? We look at how to optimize your brand intention value thread. We look at the brand visibility optimization system, the brand reach optimization system, the brand impact optimization system. And we go through a list of step-by-step approaches that really enhances your business conversion factors. And absolutely a necessity once you're in business or intend to get into business and want to scale your business, your brand, your idea to the point where it is having large than life impact on the specific target market. I want to also say that this program, the 10X Branding and Marketing Bootcamp, is supported by my new book that is titled 10X Branding and Marketing, The Psychology of Doing Business. So here is where you're not only having the classroom training program, but you have a book, which is your manual that you can read and you can study, and you can apply those information with the mentor and coaching and the support that you can get, you will get from our team at Global Capital Inc. Now, just to remind you, we at Global Capital Inc., we have a team of business consultants, a team of certified public accountants, a team of economists, a team of persons who are actively involved in private equity investment and venture capitalists. And these people are here all to give you support to achieve your business and your financial dreams. Now, the second program that we have designed for you is titled the 10X Wealth Creation Bootcamp. Now, why do we call this the 10X Wealth Creation Bootcamp? We titled this program the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp. Why? Because we want to really help people to understand money and how money works. So in this program, the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp, you will be learning about the pathways to wealth. And there are only two pathways to wealth. And it's important for you to know this so you can put yourself on the right pathway and take informed action after going after your financial dreams. Now, along with this, you will learn about the wealth love language. This program, I must stand on four pillars. And pillar one is you understanding the pathways to wealth. And pillar two is you understanding the wealth of language. And the wealth of language is where you will be taught about the DCM, the debt capital market, the ECM, the equity capital market, the SCM, the smart capital market, and the CCM, which is the credit capital market. And whether you're in business or whether you're in life and you want to achieve more financially, these are essential programs for you to really commit the time, talent, and resources to understand. The third pillar of this program is when you will learn about wealth leadership. You will learn about wealth leadership or the wealth love language. The wealth love language is important for you to learn here. Now, the wealth love language, you will learn about wealth leadership in the process of thinking ahead. You will learn about wealth leadership in the process of seeing beyond problems. You will also learn about wealth leadership and the process of informed action. Three important lessons for you to learn here. And all of these are leadership. So as we go into this program and we start to speak to wealth leadership in the process of thinking ahead, you learn the essential things that you should be thinking ahead about in life when you want to be successful and when you want to maintain that success. Last but not least, this program looks at what we call the income audit analytics. And here is where you're introduced to content of information that allows you to understand how to measure your income against your expenditure against your balance sheet against your future plans, and your future plans against the smart investment strategies. And in the event that you're asking yourself, how important is this? Let me say this to you. In many cases, you know that your income, in most cases, for the majority of the people, when you take away your expenditure from your income, it leaves you with a very marginal balance sheet or a zero balance sheet. Now, with a marginal or zero balance sheet, some people at the end of the month, when they finish paying all their bills, by the time they get halfway through that month, they're at an income deficit. So you have a zero balance sheet there. But in most cases, when you're at this point, all of your future plans has to be put on pause. Your future plans of home ownership, car ownership, your future plans of smart investment strategies, or even having your emergency savings account, or being able to pay for your children college funds. All these things has to be put on hold because your balance sheet is a zero balance. So in most cases, when you see this, you're still not able to get past this. What we do with our PFA, professional financial advisor, or personal financial advisors, we walk you through this whole process to get you through it, to help you to navigate this entire process. We bring you to that point where we talk about smart investment strategies. You may never see the way out of it because you're not trained to see the way out of this. But we at Global Capital Inc., we are trained. We have specialized personnel that can get you through this process in the shortest possible time. They're always a way. And I want to say that we know a lot of those ways to get you breaking through these barriers and getting off of that paycheck to paycheck cycle. A very unique program. Now, along with this program, the third program that we have is what we call the 10X Debt Management Bootcamp. And this is an important program for you to learn. This particular program is for both business people and the average individual who are creating wealth out there. Now, in this program, we talk about good debt, and you should know what is good debt. We talk about bad debt, and you should know what is bad debt. But along with this, we talk about how smart people buy debt. And this is something that you should know. The most important thing that we talk about here is how smart people manage debt. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit because there's 5 important steps that we walk you through here when it comes to debt management. One, we look at your income projection. You should have an income projection. And in developing your income projection, so if you're in business, it's a business plan you're developing. And if it's you're in life, you come to our program, you're developing your financial planner's game plan. But in developing these plans, the last thing that you want to be is speculative in developing your game plan for life and your business success plan. The last thing that you want to be is speculative, meaning that you're not extracting information from thin air to develop your financial projection. And you're not dependent on secondary data because secondary data can be outdated. So what you want to do is to come to that point where you can extract primary data information, primary data analysis to inform your business decision, to inform your financial projections. Now, having this done, and I'm saying to you, all smart entrepreneurs do this. All smart people who are building wealth, they do this. And you owe it to yourself to do this, or at least get a PFA, a professional financial advisor, or a personal financial advisor that can navigate you through this process. Now, along with this, you need to understand what are your expenses, because to achieve your financial goals, in most cases, you would have to have expenses. So you want to quickly know your expenses against the income, and that brings you to your NOI or your balance sheet, your net operating income or your balance sheet, which in some cases, in most cases, we'll call the profit. But we carry another step further, where we look at your ROI, which is the return on investment. Because yes, you may make a profit on an annual basis or on a monthly basis, but making a profit doesn't mean that all of your overheads are covered. Later on, we'll go into all of that. But along with understanding your ROI, we bring you two steps further. The next step that we bring you to is where you can do your market analytics. And in doing the market analytics, you want to know what are your market accommodators and what are your market enablers. It is by understanding your market accommodators and your market enablers that really stands out as the most important factor of cash flow in your business. And once you identify these enablers and accommodators, you want to take the step to connect with them instantly. So this program will walk you through that entire process so you're able to make a more informed and educated decision when you're positioning your business, your brand, your idea to cash flow maximize. Now, again, we are talking here about debt management because you're taking a debt and you're leveraging the debt to do business or to buy a property. And it's a debt in any case, you still have to manage it. So the last step that we bring you here is really to help you to understand how to manage your debt. All right, how to manage your debt. Now, this goes beyond accounting financing. And here is where we start to look at one, you buy a debt, but what systems can be used to mitigate the debt life cycle, to mitigate the debt costs, to ensure that you get equity in the asset much earlier that will give you equity leverage. Equity leverage means that you can leverage your asset to start to build more wealth for yourself. This is applicable to businesses and it's applicable to the private individual who may have a home mortgage and you're trying to identify, is there a smarter way in which I can pay off my mortgage earlier and own the asset 100%? That will give you equity leverage. So this program, 10X Debt Management Bootcamp, really helps you to understand how to navigate debt from this perspective. And it goes so much more deeper than all of this. The fourth program that we are offering to you is titled the 10X Financial Markets Bootcamp. Now, the 10X Financial Market Bootcamp is a very unique program because here is where we're going to talk to you about the global stock exchange market. And it's important that you know this, you understand this. We will look at things like corporate financing. We will look at things like trading and markets. We will look at things like investment management. And just let me give some insight into what each of these markets represents. When we talk of corporate finance, we're talking again about the DCM, the debt capital market, the ECM, the equity capital market, the SCM, the smart capital market, and the CCM, the credit capital market. So we go much deeper into these programs to really help you to understand it. Now, as we talk about traded on market, one of the things that we put tremendous emphasis on is looking at asset management. And in looking at asset management, we look at things like SWF, the Sovereign Wealth Fund. In Guyana, we have that. Across the world, we have that, and that has a lot to do with how you manage your energy reserve, your oil reserve funds, as a special funds developed for investment and so forth. We also look at things like pension funds and insurance funds and high net worth individuals and super high net worth individuals, and how their portfolios comes under management by either the boutique intermediaries or global intermediaries. This is a super program for you to really understand how the big fishes raise capital and leverage capital and manage capital. This is where the financial sharks operate, and you owe it to yourself to learn what is happening here. Along with this, you will learn about investment management, and here is where we talk about stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. We talk about hedge funds. We talk about ETF, which is exchange trade funds. We talk about the S&P 500. We talk about 401k. We talk about index and index funds and Vanguard index funds. We talk about REIT, real estate investment trust, and we talk about the Bank of Montreal, the Bank of Nova Scotia, the Royal Bank of Canada. All of this and so much more comes under this heading. And when you take the time to understand this, it can really help you to make better and more informed decisions as to how the financial market operates. Now, as I keep saying, if you don't know, and this information here is not for you to go make any investment decisions. You need to study with us and then you can get there. Or at least what you need to do is to get a PFA, a professional financial advisor, and a personal financial advisor that can help you navigate this financial world. There's a whole lot of possibility out here. Then once you start to begin to understand this, it really helps you to make better and more informed decisions. And here is where you really learn that if there's nothing wrong in you working for money and trading your time for money, there's absolutely nothing wrong. You understanding this market and knowing how to put money to work for you. So this is the fourth program, which is the 10X Financial Markets Bootcamp, and it's a super program. Now, along with this, we talked to you about the 10X sales and marketing, 10X the art of the sale, and 10X the art of the sale. It's a super program. Now, learning and mastering the ability to sell is necessary for the success of every business and for the success of the individual. You see, if you cannot communicate very clearly what is your brand intention value trait and how it's going to impact the specific target market, enough to arouse positive public response, you're not going to achieve the sales objective. So in this program, we bring you through three important concepts. One, we talk to you about the importance of understanding your target market. And once you understand your target market based on lifestyle, culture, and social class and groups and reference groups, we bring you to that point where you can take this information and build it out into a value proposition. And as you build it out into a value proposition, you want to now leverage your sales communication skills. And here is where you need mastery to be able to effectively do this. All right. So this is 6 important programs I've talked to you about so far. Sorry, 5 important programs that I've talked to you about so far. And they're all essential for you to understand in the financial space. And when you want to take your business to another level or take your life to another level. The 6th program that we have designed, and this is another beautiful program, is where we talk about the 10X Wealth Habits Bootcamp. And I love this program. I love all of these programs, but this one, I also love it. Why? Because it talks about habits and it talks about wealth habits. And you would have heard me say before that people rise and fall based on their habits. So this program really helps you to understand the essential leadership habits that you should begin to learn, should begin to practice, and should begin to master. And when you can do this, the die is cast for you to be successful. This program really helps you to understand 3 important concepts. One, you learn about habits and brand mastery. And in this case, when we talk about habits and brand mastery, we're talking about you. And here is where we want you to understand that you are a brand. And what habits are you building around you? Are you a complementary brand? Are you a supplementary brand? Or are you the real thing, a premium brand? This program really helps you to understand that if you recognize yourself as a premium brand, the steps that you need to take to polish your gem and make sure that that gem is relevant to people, is relevant to the world, and you invested enough into it for it to become that shining gem that can really make impact that is larger than life on the specific target market. So this is a beautiful program that really put you and force you to work on you. And this is for parents, it's for entrepreneurs, because this is what happened. I've seen leaders, I've seen parents, I've seen people. You focus all of your energy on people and everyone else except yourself. The thing that we keep saying is that the more you pour into you, the more you refine you, is the more you will be able to pour into others and refine others. And this program is all about empowering you so you can make a more massive impact when it comes to empowering others. Super program. Now, along with this, we talked to you about habits and relationship mastery. So the first one is habits and brand mastery. The second is habits and relationship mastery. Are you committing time to build healthy, productive relationships with the right people? And I'm going to emphasize this, the right people. So in this program, we talk to you how to build the right habits around relationship mastery, because in life, you need relationships. Every successful business is built on relationship. It's called customer relationships. And if you want to be successful, it's important for you to start asking yourself, what steps can you take to start building out the right relationships with the right people? Absolutely necessary. So this is a super program, and you owe it to yourself to expose yourself to learn more about these programs that we are offering. Now, along with this program stands on three pillars. The third pillar is called habits and money mastery. Well, I know everybody will love this because I would say to people that money is a tertiary source of income. It's not primary. And it's important for you to understand how this process works. All right. It's important for you to understand, how to understand people, needs, wants, and expectation, how to build out a value proposition, and how to deliver consistently on that value proposition. And by doing this, you're able to open doors for great things to happen for you financially. So the key is about you understanding the processes. And once you understand the processes, you commit the time, talent, and resources to master these processes, your life will change. The last program, the seventh and last program that we're going to be introducing to you in 2020, we have a few other programs, but this is what we're focusing on right now. It's titled the 10X Affiliate Brand Managers. This is a super program. Super program. Why? Because in learning this program, you are trained to become an affiliate brand manager. And in this affiliate brand management program, within the first and second week of this program, we can make you an affiliate brand manager. And we can start to show you how to position yourself to earn 1,000 US, 5,000 US, 10,000 US in a short period of time. Now, 10,000 US a month is like $2 million a month. And can you imagine that? That you understand affiliate brand management and how to leverage this. Now, just let me tell you a little bit about this program. This program really helps you to understand affiliate brands. It helps you to understand the best brands that exist and how to position those brands in front of people. You will also learn about social media platforms and how to leverage social media platforms to position your brand in the heart, mind, and soul of the specific target market. And at the end of the day, it's all about the monetization of these programs. In fact, the social media platform has become more relevant today, more than ever, in view of COVID-19 and the devastating effect it is having on people across the world. With the new social norm that is speaking about social distancing, one of the best platforms that people are using now to make purchase is the social media platform. So previously, people had tremendous opportunity here to cash flow maximize. That was in peacetime, in quiet time, in a time where there was no coronavirus. But now that there coronavirus, those opportunities have increased significantly. And here is where you, in learning this program, the 10X Affiliate Brand Managers program, you are immediately putting yourself in that space, in that position of strength to become your own boss, who will understand how to leverage these systems to cash flow maximize. And the beauty about this is that we already have brands that we will be getting you started with. So you can start to cash flow almost instantly. So I'm going to stop here today. I introduce you to 7 important programs that we're currently offering at Global Capital Inc. And I'm going to quickly go through those names. We are introducing the 10X Branding and Marketing Bootcamp. We're introducing the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp. We're introducing the 10X Debt Management Bootcamp, 10X Financial Market Bootcamp, the 10X The Art of the Sale Bootcamp, 10X Wealth Habit Bootcamp, and 10X Affiliate Brand Managers Bootcamp. 7 unique programs. Now, I'm happy to say that all of these programs are going to be introduced to you. All of the introductory programs are free. So I want to encourage you to take action now and reach out to us so you can start to get your feet wet, so you can get some skin in the game, to start to position yourself to build wealth and become financially independent. These programs are all designed to get businesses, get people off of that paycheck to paycheck cycle. And yes, businesses do work paycheck to paycheck. All right, many entrepreneurs work paycheck to paycheck. This platform here is to really help you to get past that paycheck to paycheck cycle. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Billionaire Codes and Manager's Toolkit. My new book, 10X Branding and Marketing, The Psychology of Doing Business, is going to be out very soon. So I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this program so you can help us to reach as much people as possible, and so we can help as much people as possible to understand more about these financial intelligence program. Again, we're in a period of COVID-19. I want to encourage you to protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and ensure that you are certainly keeping safe. Be blessed and see you in the next broadcast.